there are lots and lots of needs in the community. And I understand that for each of you, you have other things you could do with your time and other things you could do with your money. And there are many, many worthwhile organizations. But there are few things that you can do that have the transformative power of helping someone learn to read. Being able to read is absolutely critical for success in our society. And with every passing week, as the world gets faster paced and more dependent on the exchange of information, being able to access that information, being able to use it effectively becomes even more critical. And so the work that you help support through the Houston Center for Literacy is just that much more important. And so I thank you for not just taking your time to be here today, but for your support of this effort. With that in mind, I'm pleased to recognize the significant donors who have been particularly generous to the Houston Center for Literacy and this very important issue. The awards this morning honor the initiative, generosity, and leadership of the few who have transformed the lives of the many. And to you, the city owes a debt of gratitude, and I know the individual recipients of your generosity are very grateful as well, as you have seen just this morning on stage. These Ally for Literacy and Mayor's Circle Awards are presented to individuals, corporations, foundations, and governmental groups that have advanced the mission of Houston Center for Literacy through gifts of between $10,000 and $25,000 over the past year. Each gift has made a mark, and each gift is worthy of acknowledgement. Now, out of respect for your time this morning, I'm going to run through the list of names, and we're going to do pictures at the end, but I want to assure you that it's not because we don't think it's important, and certainly not because we don't need the money, but I recognize that for many of you, you have to get off onto your work lives, and this is our chance for me to publicly say thank you to these companies, and then we'll do some photographs later. But this year's honorees for your support for the Houston Center for Literacy are, and I'm going to ask you to stand when I say your name and the representatives of that organization, and please remain standing because I'd like to see a whole big room full of people standing up. The American Bible Society, Bud Light Silver Eagle Distributors, the Brown Foundation, come on, I know you're here. Cameron, yes Bobby, stand up. Cameron, Centerpoint Energy, City of Houston, Houston Public Library, Comcast, come on, the Congregation of the Sisters of Charity of the Incarnate Word, Houston, Dollar General Literacy Foundation, HEB, Hilda and Herschel Rich Family Foundation. They've been with us forever. Thank you. Houston Community College, Houston Endowment, John P. McGovern Foundation, Phillips 66, the Powell Foundation, Sterling Turner Foundation, the Vivian L. Smith Foundation, Toucher Family Foundation, and Wells Fargo. Let us give them a big hand for their support. Not on the list, but I'm going to acknowledge that the Barbara Bush Foundation for Literacy is represented this morning. Neil Bush is here, and we want to thank you for the work that Mrs. Bush has done. Tell her I am still a huge fan, and thank you very much for being here this morning. Thank you all for recognizing the absolutely essential nature of increasing the quality and quantity of adult education services in the greater Houston area. In a region where, depending on how you slice the pie, 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 Houstonians is foreign born. And even our homegrown folks sometimes need an assist in full literacy. The need for these services is only going to increase. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you will do.